What's going on, everybody? This is Alex KGB. Today's video is going to be about where to find your legendaries. Where to find the legendaries, where to grind your legendaries, how to find the best legendary weapons in the game, in my opinion. So this is not about the legendary weapons that you find through the quest, but the legendary weapons that you actually find through the grinding. I'm gonna go very quickly through the list, and then if you disagree, you can switch off the video right away. If you do agree or you're wondering about more details on that, I'll go and explain each location and event in more details after I name them. So at the first place I have White Spring Golf Club, both nuked and unnuked. On the second place I placed the Uranium Fever in the Blackwater Mine. On the third place I have Vatoga, the city of Vatoga, and I'll explain why. On the fourth place I have a Horde event, the events that are most likely gonna give you like a 3-star boss at the end. And on the fifth place I have a West Stack Research. Let me show you where the locations are, and then I'll talk about them one by one. The first location is obviously the White Spring Golf Club. The main reason why this is a great location, you will guarantee gonna have 4 or 5 legendaries if you run through the White Spring Golf Club. If it's nuked, then right now it's a little harder to farm because respawn rate is a lot lower than it used to be. If there are not a lot of people on the server, you can still run through White Spring Golf Club several times, killing most of the ghouls and collecting some good loot and level. Also, the White Spring Golf Club is low level friendly, so you can go ahead and hit a ghoul in the golf club and run towards the robots at the entrance of the resort, and they will defend you. Just make sure you tag them. They will kill the ghouls for you, and you can still collect the loot and gain the experience. Plus, there are several places where you can stand and the ghouls won't be able to reach you, but you can still kill them one by one. The second event that I always go to is the Uranium Fever event that happens at Blackwater Mine. The reason for that is Uranium Fever has 3 managers that appear during the process of defending the collectors, and those managers can have from 1 to 3 stars, and all of them drop legendaries. So that means you will guaranteed gonna have 3 legendaries in this event, and it's not that long to finish the event. It's about 15-16 minutes. Now over here at the White Spring Golf Club you can have up to, I don't know, 7 and maybe sometimes 10 legendaries. It depends how many, but 3, 4, 5 are guaranteed on the golf club. You're gonna find 3 or 5 legendaries. A lot of them people saying are the armor. The weapons are not that often, but for the Uranium Fever, both times where I find my explosive instigating shotguns, it was in the Uranium Fever event. So I say this is a pretty good event to go to. Now, next one is the Vatoga city, and you can go to versus match, but it's kind of hard if you're low level. For high level should be no problem, the versus event in Vatoga High School, but the city of Vatoga itself, when you complete the Mayor of the Day event, the robots don't attack you, and there are like 3 or 4 legendary protectors roaming the city of Vatoga at the, and they also respawn over there. So you can walk around, kill them off without being attacked after completing the quest, collect aluminium, steel, and some other valuable parts. Plus, they're gonna be, I rarely saw 2 or 3 stars legendaries there, but there are at least 3 or 4 regular legendary robots that can drop even the 2-3 stars legendary. Sometimes that happens. So Vatoga is a pretty good place to go and farm the legendaries, even if you're low level, as long as you completed the Vatoga quest. Number 4 is, there's no active event right now, but it's called Horde, and then you have to find the source of a horde or whatever horde, super mutants, scorched, feral ghouls, doesn't really matter. But at the end, when you do find the source, there's normally a 3-star legendary boss over there that you kill, will provide you with 2 or sometimes 3-star legendary drop, which could be weapon or armor, which is pretty good. So I always try to do that event when it's available. It's not that hard to complete it, and sometimes you get really nice rewards. And the last place to farm is the West Tech Research Center. Now, West Tech Research Center is one of the least favorite places, but still pretty good. I will explain why. So there are a bunch of super mutants that are ammo sponges, and you can still spend lots of ammo on them if you're not doing a melee build, and there are good chances there are going to be 0 legendary super mutants there. I've been there several times when I had no legendary super mutants whatsoever, and that kind of sucks, because they're bullet sponges and it takes some time to kill them. Unless I think that you can place West Tech higher up if you're running a stealth melee build, and you can pretty much insta-kill them from the stealth with All Rise or Grognak Axe, whatever. Then it's fine. You don't spend bullets and you farm it. Now, on the other hand, the bonus of this place, I feel that it has a pretty good 50-50 ratio between armor and guns drop. So I'll also consider this event for farming legendaries. So let's go one by one. So pretty much you start with the White Spring Golf Club, then you go and join Uranium Fever whenever it's active, then you go and farm and roam around Watoga, killing all the robots and collecting aluminium and several legendaries. Also you can do Versus event at Watoga High School, and then after that is Horde event when it's available. Not right now on the map, but it's also a pretty fast event and you can get a 3-star legendary off of it. And then you do the West stack for the super mutants, killing them off, and sometimes you will get 2-3 legendary units. Sometimes you will get 2-3 legendary super mutants in there, but also if you're doing just a gun build and you're low on ammo, I would not recommend doing this event. Alright, this was Alex KGB. Hopefully you did like the video on where I'm farming my legendaries, and the top 5 places I think are the best to farm them. Thanks for watching, and bye bye.